I can't pick what I want to watch. Shit, I'm trying to find a video to watch. I was gonna fucking react to some.
What's going on, guys?
I
This
wasn't
is
finding
Rob,
shit, but I
and
think I
we
just found what I
are
want to
back
watch.
with the Return of the
I'm about to
Maker
smoke.
for the Ultimate Universe. Okay, so
The hell you doing? I'm about to
we have to
smoke.
find out before we officially kickstart this video. And the first thing to really establish here is what's been happening.
Should I leave around 5 o'clock?
Is not overly complex, but I think it does bear some measure of importance when it comes to establishing what's happening here. So, as most of you guys probably know,
That's
Earth
gonna piss me off.
6160 was just an alternate reality at one point in time, very similar to the main Marvel Universe, Earth 616, when the Maker was trying to recreate the original Ultimate Universe, Earth 1610. So basically ignore any appearances of Earth 1610 after the events of Secret War 2015. When the Maker was trying to recreate that alternate reality,
What you got going on right now,
it
Blaine?
really just couldn't be done in the sense of bringing that alternate reality back. And so we traveled to 6160 and then just started reworking that reality to essentially make it into its own image, which involved jumping through the time stream and making all kinds of changes. And so by the time you picked up with Ultimate Invasion, when the Maker had basically started altering things, we got these small moments. It turned out to be significant. For example, Peter Parker was never bitten by the radioactive spider. Instead, he just went on to be normal Peter Parker. And ultimately, the entire Ultimate Invasion storyline just kind of boiled down to Kang the Conqueror from the future traveling back to the present day, fighting the Maker in order to try to alter or change what it was the Maker had done to the timeline. And then Howard Stark, the father of Tony, was essentially caught in the middle of it all, with him being Iron Man.
What's up, Alina Gray? I'm gonna just give you not even a 30-second breakdown. I'm gonna give you a 10-second warning. If you come into my chat offering making custom emotes, emblems, or channel banners or anything like that, I'm not buying anything. If you're one of those people, I'm not buying anything. I'm gonna get like 5 more of them this stream. If you're not one of those people, hey, how are you? I hope you're having an amazing day, and thank you for pulling up to the stream. If you are one of those people, I'll just leave it at that. I'm not even willing to buy anything.
Ultimate Invasion, when the Maker,
but if you're not offering anything, what's up?
Was defeated and Howard Stark was basically again kind of caught in the middle. They were all stuck inside the city, right? The dome out in Latveria. We don't know whatever actually happened to Victor Von Doom. All we know in the Ultimate Universe as it exists now is that Reed Richards was taken by the Maker in this reality and turned into Doctor Doom. A pretty tragic story. There's always a playlist down in the description and at the end of the video if you want to get caught up on everything. What matters is this.
I'm rolling up some apple fritter right now.
Return of the Maker, which is to say the 2-year window is over, the dome is opening up, the Maker is coming back. And so what this does here is this opens up with the Savage Land, basically this kind of a jungle paradise down below the city of New York, and we're told that there are 3 new uprisings that are happening today. Now, this is a conversation between Peter Parker, Mary Jane Watson, alongside J. Jonah Jameson, and Uncle Ben. And one of the things that they say here, right, Uncle Ben says, 3 in one day, a small town in West Virginia, another in Massachusetts, and my God, they're saying the city of Detroit. And that's where Jonah asks, is that verified? And that's where Uncle Ben says a large organized force of workers has overthrown and imprisoned the local police, occupied government facilities, and declared allegiance to the Ultimates. The Altnet is euphoric. And so J. Jonah Jameson points out here, photos and videos can be faked. And this phantom reporter
Oh, fuck. My whole stream was just having a fucking panic attack. Hello? Hello? I think we're good. I think we're okay. I'm not too sure.
is not an impartial source. We have to confirm. Now, we don't know who the Phantom reporter is, and it's entirely possible that it's Eddie Brock. But again, we don't know the definitive answer to that question. Instead, Tony Stark appears here, right, as Iron Lad, and he says, I assure you, the information that you're getting is accurate. He says, I am there with them now. Detroit has officially joined the Ultimates. And that's where Jameson says, we'll quote you on that, Stark, but Ben, call your guy in Royal Oak. Now, here's the thing to know about the idea that Tony Stark is everywhere. One of the things that we had seen previously was that Tony Stark and the other members of the Ultimates had been lured into a trap by the Incredible Hulk and his immortal weapons. Because in this Ultimate Universe, the Incredible Hulk is a bad guy who has the power of the Iron Fist. And one of the things that had happened is that Tony Stark had seemingly been killed, only for Tony to effectively create duplicates of himself, which allows him to be in multiple places at one time. But one of the other things that had gone on here is that in order to win the war against the Maker, to
I don't know if it's Blaine and Blake that are watching. If it's just one of you, whichever, I love either of you.
Council, Tony Stark
You two are the most supportive friends I got with this streaming shit besides my family. I thank y'all so much.
Out of Jonathan Hickman and Nick Spencer,
And I think the chatter's name was Alina. I think your name was Alina. I'm so sorry to butcher it if that wasn't your name. Hold on, let me go check.
Everybody,
Make sure I don't want to be an
whether
asshole.
you're just a UPS driver or you're a person with powers, you have the ability to stand against the status quo. And so on some level, you have
Yeah, Alina Gray 16. Thank you for saying I hope the stream is going well.
Peter directly and says it's time. And so that's where he actually ends up taking the symbiote Picotech suit away from Richard Parker, the son of Peter, and giving it back to Peter himself.
Oh my God, bro! Did I not give a heads up in chat for this bitch not to say that shit? I knew it was coming, bro.
Originally given to Peter, but that Peter had given to Richard, kind of helped to define.
It gotta be a bot. These gotta be bot messages like on some fucking grid.
Spider-Man. And so the fact that
Motherfuckers just shoot out
like that, right in the blink of an eye, may rub some people the wrong way. I mean, you could argue that it was the inevitable outcome of all of this. It all kind of started with Peter. It's all going to circle back to Peter. It was only a matter of time before the suit went back to him again. But regardless of how you see it, the suit does return to Peter. And that's when Peter says his goodbyes to his family and he tells them, you know, everything's going to be fine. I will return. I promise I'm going.
What the hell?
To be back. And so when Tony Stark and Peter teleport to Latveria, where the city of the Maker is opening up, the first question out of Peter's mouth, we're gonna die, aren't we? And that's where Tony just says, like Doom says, it is a statistical certainty. And Peter just says, that's what I figured. It was a smart move, right? Peter says, thank you for that back there, right? Both of you. Because the reality is that the symbiote does have a mind of its own, despite the fact that it's technological and not a piece of the living abyss, as we know.